And there was a moment where I was playing defense against Cade, and he went to the hole, and I got elbowed in the face, like the first possession.
Flagrant elbow.
So that was, a welcome to NBA moment.
The Detroit Lions training camp had a special visitor yesterday from the Detroit Pistons, center Isaiah Beef Stew Stewart. He went out there to check the game out, check out the practice, and he had some interesting things to say about the team, both the teams, the direction that they're all headed, what the other teammates that were supposed to go with him to practice were doing, and also some things that he's working on the off season. He also had a chance to chop it up with one of the newly drafted Lions players that everybody's waiting to see put on the Honolulu Blue and outrun everybody. So we're going to get into all of that in this video today. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're at 349 subscribers, continually growing. We thank everybody who has subscribed for their support. It only takes one push of the button to hit the like button and another push to subscribe. And if you want to be notified when new videos come out, don't forget to hit that bell icon. Thank you again for your support. So Isaiah Stewart was seen walking around the Lions practice. Channel 7 News from Detroit, Gina Trotman had a chance to interview him. It looked like Bally Sports was there interviewing him too. But Gina Trotman and a few of the other reporters there were asking him some questions, and Lion was giving Isaiah Stewart was giving his take on being able to see the Lions at practice. He said he likes the Lions. They're an up and coming team like the Pistons are. They support the Pistons, so he felt it was only right to go out there and support them. Both teams support each other, so that's good to see. You like to see a young team that's rebuilding, making some noise in the city to be supportive of one another. That was real nice to see. So he said they just wanted to get out there today and show their face, show them some support, and how it just feels good to be part of a rebuilding team like they are, the Pistons and Lions both, to be part of rebuilding teams. And he said he feels that the city has something to be excited for coming up. So we all love to hear that, don't we? We all love to hear that, because we know with these Pistons what's in store, especially the way they look on paper, the way Cade played last season, the way Beef Stew, Sadiq Bey, and a few of the other players, how they've been playing. Isaiah Livers, how his stock is continually rising. And then the new draft picks that we got, Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren. So we got something to be excited for, plus a couple players that we grabbed from the Knicks, Alec Burks and Nerlens Noel. So to be rebuilding and to be where they are now, and the Lions to be rebuilding and where they are now, the players they have, of course, Jameson Wilson, who I'll get into later, Williams, who I'll get into later, he has the injury, so he won't be playing anytime soon. But looking at Aiden Hutchinson and a few other players that the Lions have, the Lions are going to be an exciting team to watch too. So sports in Detroit is on the up and up, so everybody can be happy about that. But back to the Isaiah Stewart dropping by the Lions training camp. So that's how he felt. He said the city has something to be excited for, and we all know we can agree with that. Some other teammates were supposed to come with him, he said, but he said they're all out working out, some of them in different cities, and their schedules kind of conflicted where they weren't all able to make it. So he said that's understandable, and it is. You want your players working and getting better and doing all that they can. And a lot of players like to go to their home cities to work out, or different camps and train with different trainers. So it's understandable. But that's why he was alone. He said some other guys were supposed to come, but they were working out. As far as working out, Isaiah Stewart says that he's working on some things that he wants to improve. He says he's been working hard on his weaknesses this summer and on some new things that he wants to bring to the table next year and help win some games. So we know we've seen him in summer camp working on that three-point shot. He don't need to shoot it at a high percentage. We just want to see him make some, at least a good 34%. And if he can do that on a consistent basis, he's not going to be asked to shoot high volume threes, of course. But if he can be a player that teams have to go out there and guard then that's going to open up so much more for Jaden Ivey, so much more for Cade Cunningham, so much more for Sadiq Bey and other players. Hamaduke on the cuts to the basket when he's in the game. So it's going to open up a lot of things, and that spreads the floor. Bagley can shoot a decent three. Isaiah practicing on his. Like I said, even if he could just be respectable with his three-point shot, that's going to open up a lot. So he said he's working on some weaknesses. You love to see that. You rarely hear somebody say they're working on some weaknesses. They may say they're working on some things, putting some work in, but he acknowledged that he's got some weaknesses to work on. And we know he does, but we know at the same time that Beef Stew is a beast, and he wears down other centers because they got to check him. They got to box out. They got to wrestle with him in the paint. So we love Beef Stew. And he said, that's one thing he said about the Lions. He said they're very physical out there, and he likes that because he likes to be physical too. So another point that I wanted to bring out today from him being at the camp was he had a chance to chop it up with Jameson Williams. I keep saying Wilson. I'm sorry. Jameson Williams. And he encouraged him. You know, Beef Stew had a foot injury. So he knows what it's like going through rehab and trying to get well. So that's what he said he did with Williams. He encouraged him to get back healthy and get out there and do his thing. So they chopped it up. And it's good to see that you like your players to feel comfortable with one another, to be cool with one another. You don't want them beefing or either just not talking at all, but you want them to be interacting and have that camaraderie, especially representing the city that we're here, that they're playing for here in Detroit. So this is some details about Isaiah Stewart's stop at the training camp. Like to once again ask everyone to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a push of a button to like it. It only takes a push of a button to subscribe. I really appreciate the support that we've been getting so far. Leave in your comments how you feel about the Lions and the Tigers and the Lions and the Pistons camaraderie with Stewart out there with them. And even the Tigers. I've seen some games where the Tigers have been at the Pistons games too. So let me know how you guys feel about that. Sorry about the phone. Let me know how you guys feel about that, and if that's something that you like seeing too moving forward, where teams support one another and what that means for the city to you. So leave your comments. Please be respectful in the comments. And once again, like, share, and subscribe. Thank everybody for their continued support. Appreciate all of y'all. Everybody, stay safe.